This is the first test of the Atari drum machine controller. As you can see, I designed it with 5 face buttons, 4 sensitivity dials. You have 4 jacks on the back, and then 1 jack on the front. And then here's the plug for the Atari controller port. You have each one of these would correspond to a direction: up, down, left, right. This is fire. And then this is also connected to this jack, which goes to a foot pedal. So you could really use a foot pedal for all of them. But for the time, this design has the foot pedal. Right now it activates a sound, but I had thought about using the foot pedal to change drum kits. I'm not sure. Use the 4 for something like I have it here with the hi-hat, snare, bass drum, tom. Now these are supposed to be the sensitivity dials, so that when you plug this into a drum pad, it would not trigger if you hit it too lightly. But for some reason, when I plugged it into the drum pads, they were not working properly. Or maybe the wiring in the drum pads is not what I thought they were. But I have a drum fire trigger that uses a jack, and it does seem to work with, if I put the sensitivity in. So if I press this one, the screen should turn blue. So if I hit this, try hard enough, it will trigger the sound to change. But for some reason, it's taking a little bit too much. Now, this is even with the sensitivity. So I may have used the wrong pots. So I'll have to test that to get this working. So right now, at least, this is basically a controller that I could plug in a bunch of foot pedals in, but I would like to get the triggers to work so that you can plug each one of these up to a different part of your drum kit, and then once that's done, I can have a different program other than just this test. But it's getting closer to what it should be. But probably just need a little tweaking on the inside. So not bad for a first prototype. At least it kind of works. Just got to figure out how to get this part to work. So I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit less resistance. So, but apart from that, once this gets working, try to figure out maybe 2 in tandem, maybe 1 for each channel on the Atari, maybe for larger drum kits, maybe allow for customization of the different buttons in the program. But this is not too far off where it should be. The buttons work, the jacks work. just not the triggers 100%. When I plug it into the drum pads, the sound is just, it acts as if it's consistently being pressed, no matter what the sensitivity is, so I'll have to figure that one out. But the Atari Drum Brain.